In today's lesson, we're going to cover the propeller. The propeller is a rotating airfoil subject to induced drag, stalls, and other aerodynamic principles that apply to any airfoil. It produces the necessary thrust to pull, or in some cases push, the aircraft through the air. The engine power is used to rotate the propeller, which in turn generates thrust very similar to the manner in which a wind produces lift. The amount of thrust produced depends on the shape of the airfoil, the angle of attack, AOA, of the propeller blade, and the revolutions per minute, RPMs, of the engine. The propeller itself is twisted so that the blade angle changes from hub to the tip. So you have the hub here and the tip, and the angle changes from the hub to the tip itself. The greatest angle of incidence, or the highest pitch, is at the hub, while the smallest angle of incidence is at the tip of the propeller. The reason for the twist is to produce uniform lift from the hub to the tip. As the blade rotates, there is a difference in the actual speed of the various portions of the blade. The tip of the blade travels faster than the part near the hub of the propeller because the tip travels a greater distance than the hub in the same length of time. There's two types of propellers that we'll talk about today: fixed pitch propeller. A propeller with fixed blade angles is a fixed pitch propeller. The pitch of this propeller is set by the manufacturer and cannot be changed. The second type that we'll talk about is the adjustable pitch propeller. The adjustable pitch propeller was the forerunner of the constant speed propeller. It is a propeller with blades whose pitch can be adjusted on the ground with the engine not running, but which cannot be adjusted in flight. Here's the front cover of a POH, Pilot Operating Handbook, for a Cessna 172. We'll be actually going into this Pilot Operating Handbook and looking at what type of propeller is actually on this Cessna Skyhawk 172N. As we dive into the POH, the Pilot Operating Handbook for the Cessna 172, right on the start of the POH, we have the type of propeller here: fixed pitch, the diameter 75 inches long, lengthwise, and this is for the Cessna Skyhawk 172 November N. Another section in the Pilot Operating Handbook that covers the propeller is Section 1, the General section. And in this POH, the propeller is on page 1-3. So we'll go to 1-3 and see what information we could find out about the propeller. Here we are in Section 1, the General section, on page 1-2 for the Pilot Operating Handbook for the Cessna 172. Here is a diagram. Figure 1-1 has a front view of the aircraft, and if you see here, it's 75 inches max of the diameter of the propeller area. If we now scroll down to page 1-3, you'll see the section for the propeller. The propeller manufacturer for this 172 propeller is Macaulay Accessory Division. Has the propeller model number here. The number of blades is 2. The propeller diameter, which we mentioned, was a maximum of 75 inches and a minimum of 74 inches. The propeller type is a fixed pitch, which we covered earlier in the video. That concludes today's lesson for propeller.